But like, we gonna get into the real when y'all come up over here, man. So put your big boy pants on when you come over here, folks. For real. Put your big boy pants on and we gonna get it to it straight like that, folks. But definitely hit that like button for the boy if you here for a good time, not a long time. You ain't here to stay. Hit that like button, man.
Value Christ over your life, man. I'm sending out a message for those with the ears to hear. For anyone who, you lay eyes on this, I just hope that you got the heart to like it. These videos, to make these videos, to get out and pour out my spirit is not easy, but it is needed. And it's needed for you to take note to what I'm going to say to here today. It's needed for us to truthfully think about what kingdom do we serve? Do you even know what it takes to serve God's kingdom? Do you even know how easy we could be exalting Satan in his kingdom unknowingly? It ain't your fault, but it is your fault if you never seek. Because God said we have to study to show thyself approved. He said if we knock, the door will be open. If we seek, we shall find. And if we ask, he shall give unto us. Are we seeking the knowledge? Or are we, and when I mean seeking, I'm not talking about on Satan's vice, which you can Google. That's not truly seeking, Lord, the Most High. You got to seek him in a spiritual way. Cry out to him in prayer. Cry out to him. If you're not certain about the book, which is he, because the word is him. If you're not certain about that, you need to be in prayer. Not searching and seeking for answers in a world where Satan controls the truth. We can't look for the world that is, at least this world that he is coming to destroy. If God is coming to destroy this world, what does this world benefit you believing in God? Because if this world benefited God, there would be no reason to destroy it. There would be no reason for this new world to pass away. If this world was something that God holded precious, he would have told us. But again, I'm just saying that because I know how hard it is on this road. But we might want to endure to receive a gift that is so great that in this flesh you can't comprehend. In this flesh you can't digest anything other than what we've digested since we came out of our mother's womb. I hope that we can't digest in this flesh anything that can't be felt, anything that is not of the pollute, because it might look good, but this is a fallen state. After Adam and Eve did what this is a fallen state. We need to focus more on what God has told us about this fall. Learn more about your fallen state. Learn more about your fallen state. Learn more about what Paul said about the law pertaining to man's sin and how God's law was righteous on the account that because he would do the things that he did not want to do. At the end of the days, he always found himself in the places that he didn't want to go. Whether it be spiritually or physically, he always found himself. And many of us, how many times we don't want to do things, but we always find ourselves doing it. But we know that it is wrong. But remember that he said in his word that I have not come to set the righteous free, but I have come to set the sinners free who know that they are in sin. That's us, because we know what we do is not right. We know it. We can feel the disgust. After whatever we have done, we can feel the humiliation because we have spirits that dwell in us, and that spirit will make you feel worse than any man can make you feel about what you've done. That spirit that lives within you, because we fight ourselves first. It's just like if I am okay with living a lie, then what you say to me, can't nobody say nothing that'll beat me down. When you are okay, even in a lie, when you make yourself okay with the truth that you live, then no one can come and, impede or put a damper in it. And what is it that you feel? But I wanted to read something out of Matthew because it's about the kingdom. What God are you serving? Do you even know how easy it is to serve Satan and how hard it is to serve the Most High? I want to read something to y'all. Matthew chapter 6, verse 12. I'm going to start at 23 because, I want to make a little point, but I'm going to go on to what I'm getting into. But if your eye be evil, your whole body shall be full of darkness. But if your eye be evil, if you have an evil eye, God even says, to look on your brother and want to do harm, to really, want to see the death out of life, your whole body. And this is why I speak on the drill stuff, and I be trying to get people to understanding that what we continuously put in our faces, we're getting our souls to agree with it. And wherever your soul agree with, what your soul agree with, it gets your spirit to go too. It's a connection. That's why, because look, think about it, soul ties. We think soul ties are always just sexual. But don't you feel a soul tie to many things that are different than sexual? You just feel your soul calling for it because you feel that in this is peace. In this, I am at comfort. In this, y'all get what I'm kind of saying. But yeah, let me keep reading. But that's a powerful in itself. But it says, if therefore your eye be single, your whole body shall be full of light. If therefore your eye be single, your whole body should be full of light. That's a powerful one. Because we need to know that we need to have our eye focused on one thing. And that one thing should be God. If we got that one eye focused on him, our whole body becomes full of light. If we got double mind, if we got two eyes where we looking this way, looking that way, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. We just fixated in our own lives. We need to have focus on what we want so we can get the thing, not even just what we want, on what he wants. Because what he wants gives you what you need and much more. Much more. He gives you what you need and much more in this life. And then in the next life to come, you get things that people are dying. They're losing their souls. They're being lost. They're being tricked. They're hanging on the lies for the things that God wants to give to us in our next life for free. Ain't no taxes attached. Ain't no, no, he gives with no strings attached. He wants to, that's why he get his love out of. That's what he get his joy out of. Seeing our hearts filled with joy, knowing that he did it. That's what a God is. The ultimate server. The ultimate physician. Because I know that because my work is the only hands in the work that can actually provide you true peace, true healing. That's God. But it says, but if your eye, not that one. But if therefore, he said, but if your eye be evil, so that is the same thing. He said the light of the body is the eye. He said, I'm reading something totally different. Let me find up where I'm at. But I might need to read that. He said, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. Okay, and that's why he said, if therefore your eye be single, your whole body shall be full of light. So that, I guess that the Most High wanted me to pretty much just read that one in thorough, not just in thorough, but to talk about that one. Wherever your treasure is. So if you think that your treasure is in this earth, that's where your heart gonna be. What do we know about this world? If we think that our treasure is up in heaven, where do you think your heart is gonna be? And so that goes back with the double eyes. It's either you got an eye for the heavenly treasures or the eye for the worldly treasures, but you can't have both. You can't have both of them. It's either one or the other. And then that takes them to what I really wanted to say. That takes me to what I really, really need to say. He said, but if your eye be evil, your whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in you be dark, how great is that darkness? But he says, no man can serve two Adonais, two fathers. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Elohim and Mammon. Mammon is riches. We can't serve God and riches. God has the riches stored up in heaven. The mammon is the riches of this earth. So that goes back to the two eyes again. We can't have wandering eyes. We can't have eyes that cheat. Because God said that when a man is married, it starts first in his heart. So he told us not even to look at anything that isn't even ours, because sin starts in our heart first. But that is powerful. We have to understand in that. Who are you serving? Matter of fact, not only that, where is your treasure laid up? What do you believe that you're going to get the best things that life has to offer? Do you think that it's in the next life to come? Or do you believe that everything that you're going to get is now, that you're going to have your fun now? Remember that the Bible told us about the people who verily have their fun. He told us, and I'm going to paraphrase, he told us, do not be in sorrow for what these people get, that they have their fun now. And it's only for a moment. It's only for a temporary moment that they gain the world and lose themselves in it. What God are you serving? How do you even know if you're serving the right God? Where is your treasure? Where is your treasure laid up on? Because wherever your treasure is at in your heart, that's where your heart is. My treasure is not on this world. It's not in this world. We need to learn God's words. So if we want blessings here, we want those things, we want that window of gifts to be open, and it to be coming continually engaged with his laws. He said, try me. God said, try me. Try him. He said, tempt me in that area. Tempt me. Don't tempt him with sin, but tempt him with giving and loving more and acting and where his word says to do it. Not, forgive me, but in acting with he said in his word to do it and see what he does for you. Because it makes you a set apart people. It makes you holy, which is a set apart people. That we know that we lean on him for all. That we don't lean on this world to give us the corrupted goods. We lean on God to give us what he has for us in his heart for the purpose of our lives, to carry out this life, to be at peace in this life. That's what he got for you. This world, it got something for you, but it ain't for you. It's for the world, because the world is going to use what you truly are in essence to give you something to lose who you are. I'll give you this if you can give me your soul. That's what Satan does. If you can help me fulfill my agenda with hurting your people, I could give you the world, because these people, these rappers, this is where their treasure is. This where they won't receive anything greater than what this is, and it's only going to be for a temporary moment. So have fun. But where do you want your life to be? Not your life. Where do you want your spirit to be? What you want your gift to? Where do you want to be exalted? Not exalted because we ain't, but do you want to be honored at the end of your life for doing it right? Can we, as people, serve one master? Because many of y'all are to and fro. You trying to serve the world or serve God. It don't work that way. He said we cannot serve God and riches, because that's what it is. We serve God to get his riches, and when we do what we doing in the world, it's to get the world's riches. So we can't serve the God and serve the God of this world. Satan is riches of this world. That's Satan, because he's the only one who can provide it to you. But yeah, we got to value Christ over our life. I hope that this video can bless somebody. Hit the like button. I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. I hope that y'all can continue to, stay prayed up in this fight. Learn how to pray in the spirit. Learn that God has he already blessed you with the spiritual giftings you need for your purpose. You have to tap in tune to it. When you tap in tune to it, let the world go, because God is coming to bring the sword to the world. And we got to know that by default, not by default, but we got to know truthfully in our hearts, what side are we on? Are we of the wheat or are we of the tares? Value Christ over your life.